Hey guys, thanks for tuning in on this awesome Monday morning. Really perfect day out there in the Huon Valley for winter, as we've had a few in a row now. I've got Karl and Maddie with me this morning. How are you guys?
Hello.
Thanks for tuning in again. Hopefully you're watching us live on YouTube or Facebook streaming or listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. What's been happening in property management this week, Maddie?
Still going along well. We've leased a couple of properties, so that leaves us with only 3 online at the moment.
Yeah.
We've got 1 3-bedroom, 1 in Randalls Bay, 2-bedroom, 1 in Cygnet, and we also have a bit exciting 20 acres of land available for rent in
cool.
Wattle Grove as well. So
that's good. Yeah.
Livestock or anything. It comes with a shed and a couple of dams as well. So,
Okay. Yeah.
And coming up this week, we do have a 3-bedroom in Verona Sands that will be available. So
cool.
A couple of properties ready to go.
Okay. Right.
So it's not too dire then?
No, better than the last few weeks. We've actually got some properties to talk about for a change. So that's good.
A lot of talk obviously around rental properties are difficult to find and so on. So it's nice to see there's a few options there.
There's a few options. Still a lot of people applying. So it's still quite busy.
So yeah. How about the sales, Karl? What's been happening this week with much action, many people around?
Look, heaps of buyers still around. Winter seems to be kicking in and we've got all this fog in the valley, but it doesn't seem to be stopping any of the buyer activity. We've had 29 open homers this weekend across 3 properties. So that's pretty strong numbers still out and about looking, isn't it? As far as private viewings are concerned, we're actually still getting quite strong numbers there too. More and more people doing open homes, which is interesting. With only 16 actual private inspections in that same time frame. So it's an interesting change there, isn't it?
And that's a lot considering there's not been many new properties on for the last fortnight to actually come to. So that's really just spread across a few properties. So really strong results still. So still, like we talked about a few weeks ago, the temptation to wait for spring is probably not the best advice for a lot of people at the moment, because the higher prices might be achieved in the next month or 2 compared to what we might see in September, October. So
it's a good conversation to have. We're getting plenty of appraisals and people coming with the idea of selling and not sure really how to go about it. And I must admit, it's a conversation that we are having at the moment. That don't be too worried about the winter period, that we normally see a bit of a lull and then come back in spring. I have a bit of a saying at the moment, would you prefer to be a seller in spring, or would you prefer to be a buyer come spring? I think there's something in that.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's great advice. Being a buyer when all the new listings hit the market is probably great to be. So I think that should be shared and talked about amongst a few people. So and look, that's probably it for this week. Not as much to talk about. We have got a bit of upcoming stuff happening internally with training and bits and pieces over the next week or 2, but certainly from a market point of view, still lots of action happening. We have seen some strong reaction to certain properties and some of the blocks of land and things, so certainly, and really still a really active space, and we look forward to seeing a few more properties on in both departments over the next few weeks and keep some of these people happy. So thanks for tuning in, everyone, and we'll see you next week on the update.